Well, howdy diddly dandy there, chums. 'Tis I, Captain of the Steves, and today, chums, I'm inside of No Man's Sky, and I'm just going to get myself ready for the update. There's a few things that I feel could be on the cards for this update, as you know, the whole thing with the Void and perhaps the Realm of Glass or whatever, more to do with the Void Mother. So there are places where I want to get my save to when it comes to safety for loading back in. But not only that, there's a few things that I wouldn't mind getting in preparation for whatever update is to come. Now, one of the things that I'm thinking may happen is something to do with the station cores. Now, currently you can offer up a station override. Now, these things are currently being rejected by the actual station core. I mean, I think I've only got one left. I've only got one of these left, the station overrides. So I'm not going to use it, because technically I can still duplicate this. But at the moment it would just come up and say glass, 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 and they don't actually work. I'm going to show you where you can get your own station overrides from if you haven't got one to duplicate. But yeah, I'll show you the most probable places to get them anyway. I mean, it's not a guarantee you're going to get them there, and you could be hunting for quite some time before you come across a station override. So that's going to be the first thing that I'm suggesting that you do. Other things, I mean, there's multiple entry points that could be for the Void or the Realm of Glass. One of them being failed boundaries, boundary failures. Now, you're only going to find those on the trophy planets. So the things that have got the exotic trophies on, sort of like the redacted sort of planets in a roundabout way. Let me see if there's one inside of the system. If not, I'll find one in a bit. But anyway, we're going to do this in step-by-step process. So I'm going to show you how to find pirate systems. Now, you're going to need a little bit of tech installed in your ship to see the whole thing that I see here. So you're going to need the conflict scanner and also the economy scanner. But you can just have the economy scanner installed. It does make them slightly harder to spot, but you're looking for little skull icons like this. Now, if you've only got the economy scanner, you'll only see the economy, and you can see there the skull is very small. But if you have got the conflict scanner, you are going to see a bigger skull, which makes them easier to find. So I'm jumping over to a pirate system. Inside of the pirate system and inside the pirate station, you're going to find a mission agent. They may have station overrides. Chums, the interesting thing about pirate stations, which I should have mentioned in my video that I did yesterday, is they still have the old station core. Yeah, it's all falling apart, but this is very much the life drafts that you see down at autophage camps. So yeah, look, you can see that that's the old station core type there, people. And when you interact with this one, you do get different sort of messages here. I don't know whether you can override it. I've never actually tried. You just get the voice of freedom. So it makes you wonder whether, now that the station core is smashed to buggery, whether it's now free from the network, unlike the others, which are still bound and look like they might be held on to. But anyway, you still get glass, 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 glass. The promised star will be yours. We have got the ability to birth stars now, and that came through, I believe, like the Atlantid Mother in a roundabout way, or the Void Mother, or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, heading over here, that's just a little bit of an extension to the video I did the other day. If you haven't seen it yet, you ought to go and have a look at it, because it's about all the lore of No Man's Sky and how it ties into the door emoji that we just had. Anyway, so here you should see, as a reward, if you go to enough pirate stations, I mean, this one's not offering one at the moment, but you should see the station overrides. Now, I usually find it's best to go to systems that we've got like a higher conflict level in finding these. It's not a given, even still, but I find that it has up my chances of finding them that little bit more. So go for a conflict level 3 pirate system. Once you've gone to a lot of pirate stations, though, you can use the teleporter inside of the pirate station to jump to other pirate stations, and you can just check all your vendors back to back then. I mean, they don't change daily either, from what I know. So, but they do roll out new ones if you continue doing missions in that same area. Now look, it actually doesn't actually give a star for the conflict there. Let's have a look if that's the same throughout. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if we can find another pirate one. No, it actually doesn't give you a star rating, so you can't actually tell. I'm sure it used to. Oh well, we go there then anyway. Yeah, just checking another one. We've got some counterfeit circuits here. Exosuit upgrade chart, but no. I mean, these things are as rare as Rocking Horse Turd. You are going to find them, but you're going to have to go to a lot of pirate stations. I was hoping to find one and give you a portal coordinate so you could all come here and grab one. I used to have a base in one of these systems. Let me go see if I can find a base in one of the systems for station override. Yeah, I've got one right here. Station override system. There we go. We'll go there quickly. And, yeah. Is it going to still be a pirate system? I mean, this is such an old base. Okay, chums. Well, I'm inside of that system anyway, regardless. Let's go and have a look, see if the mission agent is offering up a station override here. Now, I've probably already had my station override from here. However, because I had my station override from here, at least you know that it's inside of the table when it comes to missions in this system. So if you keep running the missions here, eventually he may offer up another station override. There's not one on offer right now. Like I said, I've already done the mission. If you come here and you've never run the mission before, it might still be on offer for you. You might be able to at least get one here. So this is where I got one of my station overrides from, but this was many updates ago. So there you go. There's the coordinates in the bottom left-hand corner, and I'm hoping that's going to get you a station override. But if not, just keep jumping to pirate systems and hopefully you're going to find one. But these things, like I say, are really, really rare. It's like a 1 in 20 stations type thing, you know, or maybe even less. It's going to be a hard graft. Well, so if you want to grab one, just in case they are pretty cool. I mean, if it gives you station ownership, which is what a lot of people are speculating, that could be freaking amazing, couldn't it? But anyway, once you've got your station override, I'm going to show you how to duplicate said station override. Yeah, now, I'll keep my station override on my actual freighter. So if we go over to freighter quickly. There's my station override right there. And I've got all these free spaces to duplicate it. So, I'm on my freighter. I'm just going to put down a portable refiner. So, one of these chappies. I'm going to stick that right there. Now, it does help if you're in creative mode, because then you can put down as many of those portable refiners as you like. Otherwise, you've got to have a load crafted. Right, so popping into here. And I want to pick it up from my freighter, but it doesn't actually let me, so I need to get it from my freighter and put it onto my person. So there we go. Transfer to my exosuit. Right, I'm just going to create a little save, just in case things go wrong. Hence why I've got my save point right there. It's handy and dandy, isn't it? Right, find my station override. Station override. Stick that in there. Now what you do, I'm going to step back a little bit. Sometimes it helps to go into first person view for this step, but I'm going to do it just in third person. You just want to line this up as perfectly as you can. It doesn't have to be bang on, but as close to as possible is good. So about like that. And then once you've done one, you can just keep it in the same place. Just there you go. Just repeat it as many times as you would like overrides. Right, that'll do me. And pick them up. Lovely, lovely station overrides. You can see there I've got quite a lot now. I'll just make another little save. Righto! So I should have a load of station overrides inside of my... Oh, where have they put them? Probably on my freighter. Yep, there they all are on my freighter, along with a shed load of portable refiners. But there we go. That's how you can duplicate them. Now I've got a shed load of those. I could give them away to players, as I'm also giving away orbital uplinks, which I should be doing later this evening, around 6 PM in my time. Something else that is also a cool giveaway, come to think of it, is these Childs of Aquarius. I could always duplicate a shed load of those up as well and give those out to players. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to make a load of free space, and I'm going to make my freighter inventory a place for giving away stuff. Oh, chums, now if this update is to do with the Void Mother and is to do with the autophage, I think the autophage camps are probably going to have something to do with it, especially since, you know, this here is like one of their escape pods, which just so happens to look exactly like that station core up in the pirate station. Yeah, so I did talk about all this in that video that I pre-mentioned earlier. But anyway, if you want to come here and see an autophage camp, I mean, If you do want to do all the autophage stuff, one of the prerequisites is visiting an autophage camp. So I'd strongly suggest doing it anyhow. But here's the actual planet this is on. This is inside of Euclid. Again, there's the actual portal code. Now, this is inside of a normal yellow system, so it's not in a purple system, which is pretty darn cool. So there you go, normal yellow star. You should be able to get here just fine. And it's on this planet, voila ammo. So you're just going to need portal glyphs. And if you're not finding my base, there's the actual X and Y coordinates, if you're any good at locating via X and Y coordinates. But yeah, coming here should help you at least start maybe the end gamey type content, or at least it's one of the milestones to let you see the autophage. You see, if I scan here right now, if I do a scan, look, it made these little people just appear. These are the autophage race, which appear after you've done the traces of metal, and I believe after you've managed to get all the way through the Atlas path or done the purge mission. It's one or the other, but you have to actually get to the next galaxy over pretty much, and then do the traces of metal. But one of the other prerequisites is visiting one of these places to get all this to trigger. I don't know what's happened to these textures on the wheelbarrows, but that's been squiffy now for a while. Just one of the many features that is in No Man's Sky. Right, so the other thing that might happen is maybe the boundary failures might spring into life. So you know what? I've got a base by one of those abandoned, well, one of those doohickeys of boundary failures. I'll give you the location of that. Okay, now these boundary failures can be found on these sort of weird planets that have got very limited fauna and very limited flora, and they're usually quite weird like this. I mean, there's multiple varieties, like 13 different types of these or something like that. But flying over these planets, you are going to find these things. Now, I have got a red beacon over there, all the way over there, red beacon. Add another one of these. So the first person to get here, if you do want to put a base by one yourself, look for the red beacon. Yeah, there you go. You can put down a base by one of these. But there are other buildings on these planets as well. This is not a completely abandoned system. So, well, it's an abandoned system when it comes to the space station, but it has got a race here. It's not an uncharted system, I should say. You can see here there's no planetary fauna here whatsoever, but it has got structures. Where if you go to one of those systems where it's an X all over here, and there's never been a race there, if there's never been a race there, then I don't think you find these structures there. I could be wrong. But anyway, you're going to find these on these trophy planets if you fly over them, and if the conditions are right, you're going to find one of these. But I've just given you the planetary coordinates for this. I'd also give you my X and Y coordinates for this. So if this does spring into life, feel free to come and use it. I mean, if it is a single-use thing, I'll be a bit gutted if you get here before me. But at the same time, they're not hard to find. I'll just find another one. But there we go. There we are. They're the things that I would suggest that you look for yourselves out there inside the viewerverse, people. Now, what I would suggest also is making quite a small, non-complex base. I mean, I've got a spider up there, and it's not very complex. I mean, you're looking at maybe 60 base parts, 70 base parts, maybe 100 max for this. It's not the most complex of base, but I'm going to save my game down here, right in front of this. I'm going to call my ship here. I'm going to create a nice little autosave where there's nothing that's complex. And you can see here I'm using my normal small ship, not a giant whacking great big Corvette. And the reason why I'm suggesting doing this is sometimes when Hello Games implements a new update, sometimes there's problems with complex things, complex bases, complex Corvettes. I wouldn't save in the spatial anomaly because, of course, people can load in there now with their Corvettes. So I wouldn't save your game in the anomaly. Find a nice planet with a very small base that you've built with limited parts, you know, just enough to upload. Save there. I think you're going to be safer doing that than saving anywhere else right now. It's like even saving in a space station used to be my previous go-to. But if you go and save in a space station now and multiplayer's on, somebody could be there with a giant Corvette just by sheer chance. So even that's not 100% safe. Now, what I would suggest is also changing your settings, maybe turning off multiplayer and, turn off multiplayer. Maybe be in creative mode as well, just in case the planet that you've saved on has changed its type and it's then become an aggressive sentinel planet and you get annihilated as soon as you spawn in, going to make a cup of tea while it loads or something. So yeah, do everything to safeguard yourself from the perils that are the universe of No Man's Sky when it comes to your large saves, peeps. There you go, and also back up your save if possible to the cloud or an alternative device. I mean, now that Hello Games offers cloud saves, if it does scupper my PC save, I should be able to load it on my PlayStation. So there's all that. So that's all my advice for you. Big update is on its way. There's also some news, people. The sales have started. No Man's Sky is now on sale on Steam, and the bundle deal is freaking awesome. So yeah, take advantage of that. I haven't checked the other platforms for the last couple of hours, but the last time I did was about 7 a.m. this morning, and none of the sales were on apart from on Steam. I'll let you know of any other sales that happen. I'll just put a post. And there's no point in me making another video just about a sale, is there? But I will put a post on my YouTube's community area or posts area, however it's labelled for you. Different regions labels differently. But I will let you know that there's a sale on for other platforms. So, Salutamondo, please hit that subscribe button, the bell button. Oh, you know. Press all the freaking buttons, and if you've pressed all those buttons, there's a new button. It's a hype button. Press a hype button. You can hype maybe 3 videos a month. If you feel this is worthy of hyping to get it into the algorithm, get a chance of it being seen by more people, please hit that hype button. Until next time, people, let's hope on the next time something happens. Maybe with the boundary failures, maybe with the station overrides, maybe at Echo Camps. They're the 3 maybes that I've got lined up. What things are you lining up for this update? What are you thinking that we should be putting on our radars? Sound off in the comments, people. Till next time, goodbye, and goodbye again.